What's going on, you guys? It's Alex. In today's video, I want to show you how to set up Google Ads for your pain management clinic and get leads coming in that are looking for pain management. So why you should run Google Ads. So first I'll show you why you should run Google Ads, and then I'll just jump into the tutorial. If you search for anything pain management related, fibromyalgia related, anything like that, so pain management Toronto, you're going to see ads, right? There are ads here. I always tell people your competitors, as you can see here, have no idea what they're doing. This ad is pretty good. But this one I think is a product. These two are just completely terrible. And then you have Google Business Profiles. And then after you scroll, you have organic results. And then even more Google Business Profiles here. So if you're not running ads, it's going to be very difficult to actually show up for people looking for your service. And your competitors just typically, almost always, have no idea what they're doing. So if you have a campaign that's properly set up and a website that's designed to convert, ads will be an incredibly effective way to get more clients, get more patients rather, for your pain clinic, for your pain management clinic. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that. If you need help with Google Ads for your pain management clinic, if you don't know what you're doing, if Google Ads aren't working, or if you just want to focus on the client side of things, on the patient side of things, and have someone take care of the ads, so you just get calls, you just get leads coming in, click the link down below, book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your campaigns. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about running Google Ads, and of course, see if there's any opportunity to work together, help you get more leads, grow your business. So for the tutorial here, you're gonna need to set up a Google Ads account. Setup is straightforward. I'm not gonna walk through that. I'm just gonna walk you guys through how to get a campaign up and running that is designed to convert, and that will work for your pain management clinic. So go to ads.google.com. It's gonna look like this. So click on Start a Campaign and then click on New Campaign. For our objective, we just want leads. So don't go with sales, don't go without a guidance, don't go with traffic, just go ahead and click leads. Right away, the second thing Google's going to ask you is about conversion goals. Make sure you have conversion tracking set up. You do not want to be spending money on Google without tracking conversions. If you don't know if your ads are working, if you're not tracking conversions, and you're not able to send the right information, the right data, the right signals, the right analytics back into Google if you're not tracking conversions, right? You need to tell Google what you want with these conversions. Typically, it's going to be a form submission and a phone call for pain management. So make sure you set that up with Google Tag Manager, with GA4, however you want, but do not spend money unless you have unless you have analytics being tracked, unless you have conversions being tracked for your ads, right? So click Continue. For campaign type, you want a standard search campaign. Performance Max can work on a much higher budget. So if you're spending $200-300 per day, you can run PMax campaigns, but otherwise you just want a standard search campaign. And for ways you'd like to reach your goal, I don't select any of these anymore. You can select what you want, but I just typically leave it blank for now. Click Continue, and for campaign name, you can just go with Pain Management Clinic Toronto. Now, there will be a number of things people are searching for related to pain management, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, a number of different things. You can find more information about what people are actually looking for on your Google Search Console. Really easy way to do keyword research there. But I will be just targeting those top of funnel, or rather those bottom of funnel users, specifically searching for pain management clinics. They just want people that are going to call them back, that are actually going to answer the phone, and that can help them ASAP. So that's what we'll be targeting here. Click Start New. So for the keyword, right away it's going to bring us into our bidding strategy. You cannot choose the best bidding strategy here. If you're in a hurry, if you just don't care that much about performance overall and you just want people visiting your site, you can go with a clicks bidding strategy. I always recommend starting with manual CPC, which you can't choose right now. The campaign has to go live to set that. So I'll show you guys how to do that in just a few minutes. And for customer acquisition, leave that blank. Now for networks, Google will automatically opt you into these two networks. They're really low quality networks. You do not want to be running ads and spending money in these two networks unless you're running PMax, and even then it's probably not worth it. I always opt out, and I recommend doing the same. Now for locations, we are going to be targeting Toronto, but first you want to just see here, they have two options here for what you want to include, presence or interest. If you have interest selected and you're in Toronto, if you're in Houston, if you're in San Diego, it's going to show your ad to people outside of your actual area. So tourists, people doing market research, people thinking of moving, and so you always want to go with presence, people in or regularly in your included location. Now for the actual location, you can enter Toronto here, and I know just from here that this actually works for how it chooses. but most of you will have better luck with a radius, especially if you want to target people close to your clinic if you're not doing it remotely. So you would just add your area here, right? You can click include. It's by default a 20-mile radius, and you could just change this in Canada to kilometers, but probably want to go with 5 miles or less depending on where you're from, because people are not going to be driving from, Mississauga or, Etobicoke to a pain management clinic. There's going to be local ones they can drive to. So you want to target pretty close to your clinic, and the best way to do that is with a radius targeting like that. Click save. Languages, leave English. If you see this option, you can just click no, and this as well. Audience segments, you don't need to add that at the moment. You can add this depending on the age of your campaign. There may be some interesting options there, right? Let's see what it adds. It's probably just going to be related to, nothing related to what we're looking for. What you want to change here is ad rotation. So by default, it prefers the best performing ads, but this is best performing for Google, not necessarily for you. So you just want to choose do not optimize. This way you can run 2 ads within each ad group and essentially split test the ads on your own. Google will show them at the same time, give or take. And this way you can decide what's working best for you based on conversion data, click-through rate, stuff like that. And then for more settings, you want to have an ad schedule, probably Monday to Friday for pain management. You want to be able to answer the phone or get back to people right away. And you want to also run ads beyond the workday, so beyond 5:30, 6 p.m. This way when people are getting home from work or commuting or whatever, they're able to get in touch with you. And so I typically, even for this, if you're only open 9 to 5, you still want to run ads till 7:30, 8 p.m. just so you can get those people after work that are, in need of your help, in need of your services. Set that there, Monday to Friday. From here, click next. I always skip these. You can try it if you want. I have not found anything useful there. And also for the keyword and asset AI, I also skip. Now, for keywords, well, the weird thing now is Google doesn't let us name our ad group here, so it's just by default going to show up as ad group 1. But the ad group is just going to be called pain management clinics, and it's going to start off pretty broad. And I don't mean by broad keywords, I just mean as a broad kind of targeting, so that we can see in the future how to break down the campaign into different ad groups. That makes sense. Now for the actual keyword research, just go ahead and open a new tab of Google Ads, and then click on Tools on the left. It's going to open the keyword planner right here. Just let that, this is also a new update. So click on Tools and then click on Keyword Planner. Click on Discover New Keywords. Add your location here. Click Include, click Save. And then here you just want to add your service, so Pain Management Clinic. You can also try pain management and whatever other sub-services of that. You can exit out of this here. And you can see here that some of the keywords were removed and won't be used for keyword ideas. That's because you need to, in the medical space, you're going to need to work through a different verification for your account to see all the keywords and to even include keywords in your campaign, right? So there is a little bit more aggressive verification for businesses in the medical space, which when you set up your ad account, Google will prompt you through. You can see things like muscle pain relief. Doesn't really affect you, right? Doesn't really make sense for the account. But you can see pain management near me, pain management. Pain management clinic is one of those ones that Google won't let us target right now. So you will have to go through and verify the account. So for now, pain management and pain management near me is what I'll add. If you are a clinic with a verified account, you could just go ahead and add pain management clinic, right? But in this case, Google won't let me actually publish the ad. This is my personal account, so I don't have the verification needed for for businesses in the medical space. And you can add pain management. And you would add, for example, pain management clinic near me. You would also add one, pain management clinic Toronto, pain management. Now I start these all as phrase match and then I let it run for a few weeks just to see what's coming through on the search term side of things. For the first few days, you need to be checking every few hours and be incredibly aggressive with the search terms just so that you can start to kind of exclude and build out your negative keyword list of search terms that aren't going to be hyper relevant to your business. But it's also going to let you pick up search terms and build out different ad groups based on what people are searching for that is related, that will help you convert, and that will get you leads for a more affordable amount. But you need to run it phrase to find those search terms. Doesn't work every time, doesn't work in every market, but I still start off as phrase and just basically 1 or 2 ad groups to start. Over time, these will be broken down into different ad groups because you'll have different targeting, different landing pages. But for now, this is just a really good start. Now, speaking of landing pages, normally I do recommend just a dedicated standalone landing page, but because pain management, because in the medical space, it's far more personal, it's far more intimate, you're gonna wanna run ads to your website. It doesn't have to be and I think I took a website here that I'll use. Yeah, I'll use this as an example, right? So you wouldn't necessarily run ads to this page. You would probably run ads to your pain clinic page, right? Or your pain management page. Let's see what theirs looks like. Yeah, this is not terrible. I'd probably make this a little bit better and have the calls to action further down. Oh, and it is just to contact us for the chronic pain clinic. But anyways, because it's an intimate service and it's personal, people want to see that it's a real business. They want to actually click through. They want to read about your team. You know, they want to read FAQ. Every page does need to be designed to convert, right? So you do want to have calls to action, book an appointment, but people are going to spend more time on your site than they would if it was just a something like plumbing or air conditioning repair, stuff like that, where they just want to get in touch with you. In the medical space, they want to learn more about your business. They want to see that you're real because it is more personal. They are going to get personal data. They are going to be showing up. So you would want to run your traffic to a website, but it's just important to make sure that it is designed to fully convert that traffic into leads, right? So you add the URL there, and then you could just have pain management if it fits. Yes, it does. That's really good. For phone calls, right, I know most of you guys want form submissions in this space, but also add your phone number because people will call with questions. They will be a little bit more affordable leads, and you can either pre-qualify them or just answer their questions really quickly over the phone if you have somebody that's able to do that. Now, for the headlines, I always like to run a few headlines that follow kind of a strategy where you're going to mention the service, the location, a pain point, and then a call to action, right? So you would have something like pain management near you, right? Toronto pain management. Depending on your location, convenient downtown location, serving all of Toronto, right? Dealing with pain issues, question mark. There's your kind of pain point. And then you could add a few more. I mean, obviously you're going to want to spend a little bit more time on this than I am. And then you have to say something like schedule a consult online, right? Give us a call today, or something like book your appointment now, and maybe add, if you can offer this, same day appointments, right? Just really quickly showing you guys, obviously spend more time on this, look at your competitors, look online on how to structure this properly. The description is going to be the same, so looking for a pain clinic in Toronto, right? Convenient downtown location, book online or a call. And then in this one, dealing with chronic pain issues. We can help. Serving all of Toronto, serving downtown Toronto. Schedule appointment, right? Call to action, pain point. Can you help them? Where are you located, right? Really good. Now, when you verify your account, make sure you do add your business name and logo. And for things like site links, callouts, and the other asset types, you're going to want to add those at the ad group level. So you don't want to add it here because it will add it at the account or campaign level. And if you have different ad groups, it's just going to get all confused. Google will show your different site links and other assets for unrelated ads. And it just makes it really kind of hard and convoluted, and it's not a great way to structure the campaign. So how you do that is you just go back into your campaigns here, or just open a new tab on Google. Just click assets again, and then choose here. There'll be a plus that'll show up in just a second. You would just choose this here, plus what asset you want to add, and you want to add structured snippets, you want to add callouts, you want to add images, right? You want to add as much as you can. So for example, callouts, you would just click plus, and then from here, you would just add it to the ad group level, and then choose a specific ad group. So in this case, it would just be the pain management clinic ad group, right? And then you would add the callouts there, click save. It's a far easier way than adding them here, which is at an account or campaign level, and will just ruin how your ads look for across all different services. At this point, click next. It may ask me to verify here. Just hang on a second. All right, so let's already set the budget. Now, the best way to determine the budget is, this is probably not accurate. Google's recommendation is never that accurate. If you don't have like $30, $50 a day to spend on Google ads, you're probably gonna be better off with meta ads. And so on Google, the best way to look at how much you should spend is just take the kind of the mean between these two. So $1 and $2.50, so about, let's say $1.70. Multiply that by 10, and that's gonna be your daily budget. In this case, it's gonna give us $17. So, you know, we have a far bigger range here. We can even bid a little bit more aggressively. In this space, $30, $50 per day is going to be your best bet. So you probably want to go with 30 or 50. Just so Google doesn't spend any money here, I'm just going to set it as 1 cent. Now, when you click next, Google is now going to review your campaign. They'll let you know if there's any issues here. And I'm going to take this time to say, if you did make it this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can click the link down below. You can book a call with me, whether you have any questions about your own ads, if you want somebody with experience to manage them, so you can focus on just running the clinic and helping your patients. Happy to jump on a call, happy to answer any questions you have, and of course, if there's an opportunity to work together, that would be fantastic. Click the link down below, book a call with me. I love talking to you guys, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna let this review. It does take a minute or two, and then I'll just jump back in when it is ready, and then show you guys how to change your bidding strategy and just get everything up and running on the ad side of things. All right, and it's ready to publish, right? You can see there may be some error, but it's if it lets you publish, then it's nothing to worry about. When you publish, Google again is going to ask you to set up your Google Tag Manager. Like I said, you guys, make sure you are tracking conversions. Have it set up. It's incredibly important to track that data both for you and for Google, so that you know Google is working and so that you send the right data back to Google, feeding it back into your account. Use Google Tag Manager for that. It's fairly straightforward. If you check my channel and you just search on it, Google Tag Manager, I should have a few videos about that. But from here, you can just exit out of this. Now, go to your campaign, and we just want to make a few more changes. So right now, you just want to click on the gear icon, and we want to go with a manual CPC bidding strategy. This gives us a little bit more control over the price, and it gets us a better quality traffic for a start. So just select bidding, change bid strategy, and select the bid strategy directly. And then go with manual CPC, click save, right? And this is gonna kick your campaign into the manual CPC bidding strategy. And just click refresh, because now we need to just jump right in and change the actual bids per keyword, right? So click into the campaign, click the ad group, and you can take this time to just rename the ad group. I like to just go with broad, right? Now, click on the ad group again. It'll kick you into the keywords here. And you can see here we have a max CPC, basically what we want to spend. And actually, I think if you refresh this again, it'll change. Just bear with me for a second. All right, and you can see here, we do have the max CPC. So just click on this. And in this case, we want to cancel out of that. This is actually new. Click set a manual bid, right? I don't know why I can't select that. Oh, here, maybe just click. I would start here at $1.50. Click set a manual bid. I'm not sure why I can't. Yeah, there, it worked. All right. And then even for this one, right? $1.50. Save. Right? So you'll change each of these. Google will tell you when it's time to change them, or if you're bidding too low or too high. And then even at the ad group level, you can click into your ad group here. Click ad groups. All right, sorry about that, bit of an internet issue. And anyways, here you can even change the default max CPC at the ad group level, which again, you're gonna wanna set at around $1.50 to start, maybe $2 to give Google a little bit of room. And then from here on the keyword level, you'll see the data coming in. Yeah, it's been changed. You will see the data coming in, and then you can decide whether or not you wanna bid more or less, depending on impression share, stuff like that. But that is not for today's video. And at this point, you are ready to run your campaign. And I'm just gonna pause really quickly so that Google does not mistakenly spend any of my money. If you have made it this far, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. As always, don't forget, if you need help with Google Ads for your pain management clinic, click the link down below, book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your Google Ads campaigns answer any questions you have about running Google Ads, and of course, see if there's any opportunity to work together to help you get more leads. You focus on the clinic, I focus on the leads, and it's fantastic for both of us. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.